Why do typhoons always seem to swerve away from Hong Kong? It's because of Li's field, a force field that repels tropical cyclones away from the city. Li refers to Lee Ka-sing, one of Hong Kong's wealthiest tycoons. He's a billionaire that owns a lot of businesses and employs a lot of people in the city. He obviously doesn't want a typhoon shutting down the city and costing the economy billions in revenue. So he's put a force field in place to deflect typhoons from Hong Kong. Okay, this obviously isn't true, but it's a joke that many local Hong Kongers make whenever a typhoon seems to swerve out the way of our city. The most probable scientific reason for why this happens is because of a temperature difference between the South China Sea and the Pacific Ocean, which alters the course of many typhoons as they approach Hong Kong. Nevertheless, there have been many cases where typhoon trajectories have been extremely weird. In 2012, Typhoon Tenbin was approaching Hong Kong. Instead of making landfall, the storm changed course erratically, looped around on itself, hitting Taiwan twice, and eventually petered out in South Korea. It must be Li's force field. But there have been cases where a typhoon has skirted close to the city, yet the Hong Kong Observatory has not raised the warning. In 2006, Typhoon Praparun brought storm winds of up to 117 km per hour to Hong Kong. This caused considerable damage to the city, yet the observatory did not raise the Typhoon Signal 8, which would have halted trading on the Hong Kong Stock Exchange and shut down most industries. Instead, they kept it at the lower level Typhoon Signal 3. Many people in Hong Kong joke that Lee Ka-sing was behind the decision, in an effort to maximize productivity from his workers and prop up the economy. The speculation isn't completely unfounded though. The city's Commerce and Economic Development Bureau oversees the Hong Kong Observatory, and that has led to speculation that the observatory issues its tropical cyclone warning signals based on economic reasoning instead of scientific reasoning and the safety of the people of Hong Kong. So much so that in 2015, the observatory even had to publicly deny that they were issuing typhoon warnings based on economic considerations and dismiss the existence of a force field around the city developed by Lee Ka-sing. But of course, the jokes and the internet memes continue. So next time a typhoon seems to alter course and avoid our city, or the observatory avoids raising the signal despite the strong winds, you can joke with your local Hong Kong friends, it must be Lee Ka-sing's force field.